consistency is
So
run by
a few trends I think I would highlight. One,
Morningstar
so far
focus on
we've
help
been
make quick work.
We did a webcast about the recent manager changes at Invesco Trimark and felt it would be good for investors to hear the firm side of the story. So with me I have President and COO of Invesco Trimark, Peter Intraligi. Peter, thanks for being here. How is the firm responding to claims of losing talent, and why should investors not be concerned?
Well, Salman, first of all, thank you for having me. And I guess in response to your question, talent is only lost if it's not replaced. Although turnover at Trimark has been minimal over the past 4 years, I think it's important for investors to understand how we do manage change when it does occur. And we focus on three things, really. The first is preserving a strong investment culture, and that really starts by having like-minded investment professionals that practice a common investment discipline. The second is our focus on training and development. As you know, over the past 30 years at Trimark, there's a focus on bringing in young talent, mentoring and developing them into strong portfolio managers in their own right. And then the third part that we focus on is succession planning, which really is review 1 and 2, which we just discussed, and make sure that you have people in place that can continue to mentor and develop our young talent.
Right. And so we have some manager changes, we had some new people coming in from Burgundy. So how are those teams going to be managing the money going forward?
The investment process has not changed. In fact, when we do on occasion go outside of the organization to recruit portfolio managers to the Trimark team, it is a very long process. And it's the number one challenge is ensuring that those that are joining the organization do share that common philosophy. You mentioned the portfolio managers that joined us from Burgundy Asset Management. They do share that common investment philosophy. So their integration to the team has been completely seamless, and they've taken on additional responsibilities since joining the firm just about 2 years ago.
Okay, so now where is Invesco Trimark taking its funds going forward? I saw there was a preliminary prospectus for the power shares. So what can investors see from the firm going forward? Well,
we have a long-term vision for our business in Canada. And before I get to the product-specific question that you asked, there are 4 key areas that we're focused on. One is a commitment to investment excellence. Obviously, it's our number 1 priority. The second is promoting the value of advice. We believe that that investors should seek the advice of a financial professional and an advisor. The third is to be strong stewards of investors' assets, and you do this by putting investors' interests first in every business decision you make. The fourth area is to offer a diverse suite of investment solutions that meets the needs of advisors and their investors. And that leads me to how our business has evolved from a product perspective. We've introduced power shares funds to Canada. We did that in November 2009, and we did this by incorporating ETFs into a mutual fund structure. Since that time, we've raised about $2 billion in assets in the power shares suite of products, both US-listed ETFs and the power shares funds. We've revolutionized the asset allocation space with the introduction of Invesco and Tactive and combining active and passive management into a single solution. And the third area, which you just mentioned, is to play an active role in the TSX-listed ETF space. You mentioned the preliminary prospectus that we had filed. There's going to be 3 fixed income ETFs and 3 equity ETFs at launch time, and that's scheduled to happen later in the second quarter.
Great. Well, thanks for your time, Peter.
Thank you very much, Salman, for the opportunity.